If you didn't pull up Lucas's shirt and see his scars, you would have no idea what he's gone through in his life. When Lucas was first born, he had short bowel syndrome. He doesn't have his full intestine. Lucas's health just kept declining, and the doctors didn't know what was wrong. They said I should just take him home and live out his days at home, and I couldn't take that as an answer. When he was 2 months old, I had him transferred to Children's and asked for a second opinion. They told me that he had severe combined immune deficiency and he needed a bone marrow transplant. My husband and I were not matches, but his 5-year-old brother was a 9 out of 10 match. It was overwhelmingly exciting and scary, but we're very afraid for Noah. We didn't know how he would react and how he would handle it, but he bounced back 2 hours after transplant and he was fine. Lucas finally got to come home for the first time after birth at 4 months old. Even with his bone marrow, he still was a very sick child. That only helped with the skids. That didn't help anything with the short gut, and the short gut then led to us realizing his stomach didn't have any motility, so it didn't matter what he ate or drank, he had to vomit it back out because it wouldn't move through. And that was a very hard thing for us. The doctors really thought that a multivisceral transplant was his best option. Getting to the point of needing to go to transplant was a rough road. Lucas had TPN, total parental nutrition, and Omegavin for 16 hours a day. We were hospitalized a lot for central line infections. He wasn't going to live a very long and healthy life. I didn't want to believe that was the end result for Lucas. I knew he was a fighter. When I sat down with the transplant team, we needed to go for a 5-organ transplant. When he was 3, Lucas was put on the transplant list. It was an unreal feeling, wondering when the pager would go off. He was on the list for 20 months. It was crazy. Lucas asked for his 5th birthday to be a normal young little boy that didn't have central line and that could have the energy to run around. It was very overwhelming knowing that that was his only wish for his birthday that year. We could have given him anything under the moon except for that. The morning of his birthday, we went to our favorite state park. We got to pet some animals. Lucas was playing with my phone and it kept ringing. I was like, all right, there's a voicemail, I need to listen to it. And as I was listening, it was Dr. Lee, and she was calling me again, and I was like, oh, what's the matter? And she's like, it's time. And I was like, it's time. And she's like, it's time for transplant. I didn't have any emotion left except to cry. I was so excited and so happy for this little boy, for this chance to know that this was going to be the best part for him. His wish came true that day. He got the 5 organs he needed to help him become healthy and happy. He was out of the ICU in a day and a half, walking after the 3rd day after transplant, and he was out of the hospital in 37 days. It has been a year and a few weeks since transplant, and Lucas is doing wonderful. He's running around, plays t-ball. He's striving. It's crazy to know how far we've come